and then I see that side just start opening up. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. Well, here we go. Time has come. Finally going to spill the beans on my big mess up. I still don't want to blame myself. I'd like to blame somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it was me. I was the one that pulled the tractor out and severely damaged the Bale Baron. I mean, for real, damaged. So in this video, we're going to have some voiceover. I got some, and this all happened before I had YouTube. So I was taking everything with my phone, and of course doing the vertical and not the horizontal. Anytime you're going to record and put it on YouTube, you got to do the horizontal, and I always do the vertical. Just I didn't know any better. Every time I go to pull out the Bale Baron, I do a little walk around. And I do that because I'm paranoid that something is left open. And when something is left open, big damage occurs. Hey, elevator, right here. Okay, supposed to be like that the whole way up. Then it gets to that point. Something went crash right there. And it also crashed right here. And there's also red paint right there. I'm telling you, this barn didn't move an inch. Here's some red paint right here. Right here. Right here. Bunch of red there. We've had two Bale Barons. The first Bale Baron, what was that, 2019, 2018, something like that. And they, the twine doors, they had two double doors that opened up that way. And when they changed it, I don't know if it's 2020 when they changed it. I think it was 2020 when they changed it, and they went to one big batwing door that opens up. And that's what this is. And I can't say it's going to, or would have made a difference. Maybe it would have, but probably would have been a lot less damage. So the batwing door, gull wing door, whatever you call it. So it opens up like that. You got total access, all the twines right there. You know, heck, even in the summertime, sun's beating down, got a nice little shade canopy right there, have your lunch. I still have no idea why that door was left open. I may have been checking the twine and got distracted and left the door open. I don't know, but it did. So Dad and Mike were already at the field. They were raking. I was shuttling equipment. It was August? Yeah, it was August. And we had just got this machine, I don't know, 2 months prior. I know we started first cut with the old machine, and then we went to this machine. Dates, they all run together. I don't know exactly when it happened, but anyway, Dad and Mike were already at the field. They were raking. Balers were already there, just waiting for the right time to get over there and just start baling. Well, the last piece of equipment to get there was the Bale Baron. So I come back, and you know, it's just a really chill day, no big deal. I hop in the tractor and go to take off, and this has these, I'll show you. So these wheels are on casters, okay? They'll spin around, and like a shopping cart wheel, okay? They'll spin around. So as you're pulling out, sometimes they won't spin around until they get to here. And when they finally do spin around, they actually have a lot of drag, and you can feel the tractor just kind of pull back. I mean, it feels like it pulls back, it doesn't, but so you can feel that pull. So as I'm pulling out, yes, I am looking back. I am watching. I'm seeing those things turn, and I feel it start pulling. I'm like, yeah, wow, seems like it's pulling a little extra. Seems like it's pulling. And then I see that side just start opening up. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. So I get off, and actually I had to back up because it's all wadded up right here, and just the hoses were out, hanging out. Everything was just a mess. I get out, and it hit me all of a sudden. I'm like, there ain't no. I think people 2 or 3 blocks away heard me cursing myself for doing what I did. It's basically a brand new machine. And here I rip half the side off. And the worst part about it is, let me show you this. It's the control panel. That's where all the brain box is. This is a aluminum block with all the hydraulic solenoids and wiring. All the wires come in here. You can see all the wiring there. I've bandaged it back up. So there it is, all opened up and damaged, and I can't even get it out of the barn. Now it's too big for the opening. So now what do? Well, make the painful call. Hey, Dad. Yeah, what's up? I have really bad news. I messed up the Bale Baron pretty bad. You did? What'd you do? Well, I pulled out of the barn with that twine door open, and it really peeled things open. I said, I think I can get it back together. I think we can still bail with it today, but we'll see. Silence. You need any help? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna mess with it and see if I can get it. So Mike ended up coming over, and I'm scrambling, trying to put things back together, remove the door. I got some tools, random, whatever. Anyhow, he comes over, and we get this door. These brackets were so bent. This was bent into that. I had to get those bolts out, or these bolts out, one or the other, to be able to remove this entire door. This is the door. That's as far as we could go with it. It's been here for a minute. That's what's left of it. A little bit of straw stuck to the other side. Ew, it's dusty over there. I'm gonna wait for that dust to settle, and I'll take you back and show you. Where? Okay, here's the hinges. So, yes, those hinges were accessible. This one was the last one. It was really bent. I mean, you can see how bent that is. That's terrible. For some reason, the chickens think this is their area. I don't know why. I get all upset when I'm out here messing around. Have to run their beaker. Oh, here we go. Here we go again. So, anyhow, Mike comes over. We start taking that door off. We're to the last bolt. Mike's got a hold of it. I was like, you ready? You ready? Take that last bolt out, and that thing was much heavier than both of us thought it was going to be. Just about crushes Mike. He about blows his back out trying to hold it and get out of the way. And anyway, we get that off, and I end up taking the other door off, that front door for the control panel. Got that removed and pulled it up to the garage. Trying to remember, because it's been a minute. Got it up to the garage, started ratchet strapping and C-clamps and big pry bars and doing anything and everything I could just to try to get it somewhat put back together so I could get over to the field and go pick up bales, because they're already baling. So I talk about pressure and stress. Son of a gun. That was pretty wild. But I was able to get that put back together, got it over to the field, and it doesn't work. And crap, now what? I'm calling headquarters up Marcrest in Canada, and they're saying, well, it could be this, could be that, could be the wires. Well, turns out it was the wires. Those wires, I love the way they manufacture this thing, because everything is kept simple. They have not over-engineered much of anything on here, and I was so happy because everything that was broke I was able to fix without having, company out with their laptop and oh, you got to have this sensor and that sensor. No, everything on here is replaceable. They give you a box of parts. It's of replace O-rings, seals, sensors. No, they're not sensors. They're proximity sensors. Extra wires. I mean, heck, I pulled 2 of the extra wires out of that box and used those. The other one I just kind of wire nutted together, and boom, it worked. So, able to start picking up, and I don't know how many bales we got off that field. It was probably, I don't know, probably 60 to 70 bundles. So, do the math, and if we didn't have this machine, it was already probably 4 o'clock by the time I got over there. Of course, rain was coming in the evening. There's no way we could have picked up all those bales. Just got back from the field, and I was very excited the way it all performed, held together. It accomplished the task, and that box right there was basically being held on by that ratchet strap up above. And yes, there was a bracket underneath, and that was barely hanging on. I was nervous the whole time, but it did the job. We got one ratchet strap holding the twine door shut. I got another ratchet strap holding the steps in, and that door shut. There's another one up top holding the handrail in. Bungee cord right there holding the balls of twine in. That's the one holding the box, the brain box. And right down here is a couple wire splices I did. That was in the field, and that was done in the field. This machine and the way they have it designed and built, you're able to do most all the work on it yourself. I think we only had, I don't know, a couple more fields to do after that. Well, in the meantime, I did some better fixing and fabricating on the machine, and got things to where they would pretty much stay together without having to be ratchet strapped together. I think I had 3 or 4 2-inch ratchet straps on this to hold it together just to get that field done. But here's a bunch of pictures I have on my camera roll. This is where the side was ripped open right after the accident. There's the door before I took it off. And here's the overhead view looking down at the platform, how it's peeled away. There's another good one. You can see it's about a foot away from the front. There's after I put the ratchet strap on to hold the brain box back on. Just the carnage with that heavy metal. It was pretty intense. That's how far away the box is from the latch, from latching. That was pushed all the way back into the rail, bent that rail. Not sure what that one is. It's just the wiring where they got stretched and pulled apart. There's the hydraulic hose leak. And if you look at that post going vertical, it's got a bend backwards to it. There's the handle. Almost got ripped out of there. This is when I was making some repairs and I was trying to get that box tweaked back to where it was not sticking out at the bottom and I could be able to get it latched. So I got a heavy strap there. I have a chain come along there, a block holding it up top, and I would draw it in down at the bottom and try to get that rack pulled out of it. And it took a bit. It was pretty scary. I had a lot of pressure against it, but ended up working. Now I've got the door put on and it does open and close. I was pretty impressed with myself on that one. So it does shut and latch, but the bottom of it is gaping open, which whatever, no big deal. So that was how it's going to be around the rest of the season. There's the steel brackets that I put up top to hold that back in. And here is there's a block right there that's catching that post to catch the latch. And this is all temporary. This was just to finish out the season. And I had to do the same thing in the back to be able to get that to latch. Put an extension block in there for that to latch in. And you might be able to know you can't see a thing in there. Anyhow, finished the season, got it parked away, contacted Marcrest and come up with a big old long list of parts and pieces, and they got that shipped out to us. And it took a little bit. It was February when we end up repairing everything. And luckily our neighbor right down the road, super awesome guy, hey, used my heated shop, thank you so much. So Andy helped out tremendously. Both he and I worked on that thing 2 days or 3, I think it was 3 days total. First day was tear down, second day was kind of reinstall, third day was button up, final touches, getting everything put back together. But seriously, everything on this is SAE, American Standard. 9/16, half inch, 3/4 inch wrench. That's all you needed. Everything was all standard. So very easy to repair. If we needed bolts, those bolts are easy to find around here. We're not having to guess which metric it is because we're not educated on the whole metric thing. And and then we just stored it back away and had no idea if it worked until first cut the following year, which was 20. That's the story. That's why I continue to make the walk around. I don't care if I just parked it in here 10 minutes ago and I'm going to pull it back out. I'm going to do a walk around and make sure those doors are shut because I do not want to experience that again. That was horrible. I mean, the gut. Oh, the gut. Punch in the gut. Man, that was a big mess up. Yep, been wanting to share this with you for a while, and it's one of those, humiliating things that, hey, I screw up just like everybody else does. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about it because why not? It is what it is. The machine got fixed. Nobody got hurt. And, hey, I learned a lot when doing it. And I'm going to be a lot safer now. So anyhow, hey, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.